You think you know betrayal in WWE? You think you've seen friendship torn apart? Think again. What happened last night will make your blood boil and question everything you thought you knew about loyalty in professional wrestling. Liv Morgan didn't just return, she declared war on the woman who was supposed to be her sister. For months, we've been fed this fairy tale about Raquel Rodriguez stepping up as Liv's protector, her guardian angel during the darkest period of her career. The WWE Universe ate it up like candy, believing this beautiful story of friendship conquering all. But here's what they don't want you to know, here's what corporate WWE tried to bury. Raquel Rodriguez has been playing the longest con in sports entertainment history. Let me break down exactly what happened backstage that night when Liv Morgan suffered that devastating injury. While cameras were rolling and showing Raquel's concern, what they didn't show you is the smirk on her face when she thought nobody was watching. What they didn't show you was Raquel whispering to production staff about how this was her time to shine. What they definitely didn't show you was the text messages that leaked from Raquel's phone celebrating Liv's misfortune. The evidence has been right in front of our faces this entire time, but we were too blinded by the narrative to see it. Every single week that Raquel competed in Liv's absence, she grew more comfortable in that spotlight. Every interview where she claimed to be holding it down for her injured friend, you could see the hunger in her eyes, not for justice, but for permanent replacement. Think about it logically for just 1 second. When has WWE ever pushed someone as hard as they pushed Raquel during Liv's absence without there being a calculated reason? When has Triple H ever given someone multiple title opportunities out of pure sympathy? Never. This was orchestrated from day one, and Raquel Rodriguez was the willing puppet in this elaborate scheme to erase Liv Morgan from the women's division permanently. But here's where WWE management made their fatal mistake: they underestimated Liv Morgan's intelligence and her network of loyal sources within the company. While she was home recovering, she wasn't sitting idle. She was investigating, gathering proof, building her case against the woman who smiled to her face while stabbing her in the back. The confrontation we witnessed wasn't random violence, it was calculated justice. Every chair shot, every kick, every moment of that beatdown was Liv Morgan sending a message not just to Raquel, but to every superstar in that locker room who thinks they can manipulate injury situations for personal gain. This was Liv saying, "I know what you did." Sources close to the situation reveal that Liv discovered text conversations between Raquel and certain members of creative discussing ways to extend Liv's absence. They talked about accidentally aggravating her injury during training sessions. They discussed storylines that would naturally phase Liv out while elevating Raquel as her permanent replacement. The level of betrayal runs deeper than anything we've seen since the Montreal Screwjob. But wait, it gets worse. Remember all those social media posts from Raquel showing support for Liv? Each one was carefully calculated to make her look like the grieving friend while secretly celebrating her opportunity. Intelligence sources within WWE report that Raquel was privately telling people that Liv's injury was the best thing that could have happened to both of them because it would finally prove who the better performer really was. The attack we witnessed was months of suppressed rage finally exploding. Imagine discovering that your closest friend, the person you trusted with your career and your secrets, had been systematically working to destroy everything you built. Imagine learning that every get well soon message was hollow manipulation designed to keep you complacent while your spot was being permanently filled. What makes this situation even more infuriating is how WWE management tried to cover it up immediately after it happened. Notice how quickly they went to commercial. Notice how they didn't replay the footage during the show? This was damage control in real time because they knew the truth was about to come out, and they knew it would expose their complicity in this betrayal. The most disgusting part of this entire situation is how Raquel played the victim card immediately after the attack. She had the audacity to act shocked and confused, as if she didn't know exactly why Liv was unleashing years of fury upon her. The crocodile tears, the "I don't understand" interviews, it's all part of the same manipulation that got us to this point in the first place. Here's what WWE doesn't want you to realize: this attack has completely shattered their carefully constructed narrative about women's wrestling being about sisterhood and mutual respect. Liv Morgan just proved that when real betrayal happens, when trust is broken at the deepest level, the response isn't going to be pretty or politically correct. It's going to be raw, violent, and absolutely justified. The ripple effects of this revelation are going to be felt throughout the entire women's division. Every friendship, every alliance, every partnership is now under suspicion. If Raquel Rodriguez could orchestrate such an elaborate long-term betrayal against someone who considered her family, who else in that locker room is capable of similar deception? But here's the part that should terrify every WWE superstar: Liv Morgan isn't finished. This attack was just the opening statement in what's going to be the most personal and destructive feud in women's wrestling history. The evidence she's gathered, the proof she has of Raquel's betrayal, it's all going to come out piece by piece, and it's going to destroy Raquel's reputation permanently. What we witnessed wasn't just an attack, it was the first chapter in Liv Morgan's revenge story. And if you think that beatdown was brutal, wait until you see what she has planned next. This is going to consume both of their careers, divide the locker room, and potentially change the entire landscape of WWE's women's division forever. The question isn't whether Raquel deserved what happened to her, the evidence makes that clear. The question is whether WWE management is going to continue trying to protect their golden girl or finally admit their role in orchestrating this betrayal. Either way, Liv Morgan has already won the most important battle, she's exposed the truth, and now the entire WWE Universe knows exactly who Raquel Rodriguez really is behind that fake smile and those manufactured tears. This story is far from over, and if you think you've seen the worst of what Liv Morgan is capable of when she's been betrayed, you're in for a rude awakening. The woman who returned last night isn't the same person who got injured months ago. This is someone who has been hardened by betrayal, motivated by revenge, and armed with evidence that could destroy careers. Buckle up, because what happens next is going to redefine what we think we know about loyalty, friendship, and justice in WWE.